What's going on, guys? We are back with WERA at Barber Motorsports Park. It is July 2023 and we are starting off with the C Superstock Race on Saturday. This is the first race I'm doing, but mind you, it is super hot. 110 degrees it felt like out there. I think it was 100 degrees, but the real feel was like 112, 113, something crazy. But we're just going out here for a warm-up lap. You can see my Tech Air 10 light is on, so we are ready to rip. And I'm just going to grid up and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alright, we are gridded up. I'm starting off on row 2 on the outside. To the right in front of me you've got Mark Faulkner. To the middle you've got Frank. To the left you've got Turner in the front row. And right to the left of me, you can't see him, but we've got the infamous Chuck Ivy. And we're about to get this race started here in a second. Right away I get a poor start as usual, and I'm pushed back into 7th place, and I'm going to try to make my way through this pack right now. I know I can make up some spots into Charlotte's Web because I'm strong on the brakes. I see Frank in front of me. I've already made up 2 spots, so now I'm in 5th. I'm going to try to pass him here. And that's really close there. It didn't seem that close on video, but after the race he told me he thought he couldn't make that turn for a second. So sorry about that, Frank, but you know, we had to get that done there. I know I have pace to win, but the question is, can I get past these guys, and are they going to hold me up to where the front runner can get away? That's the question. So I'm questioning this myself right now, but I'm just trying to put my head down and focus on the guy in front of me, which is Chuck Ivy. Thought about making this pass, but it was a little too close, so I laid back. Felt really confident coming into these races, but I just kept running wide. I couldn't figure it out until later on Sunday morning. I actually figured it out. It was a suspension issue, which I'll tell you guys more later about in the race. But right now we're trying to line Chuck up here on exit of 11 or 9-10. That's 10, so coming in 11. Got to make this pass on the brakes, and I was able to make that stick. And then there were 2. You can see me running wide there a little bit, not much, but I'm trying to roll off the throttle. So during this race and the other races on Saturday, I was having an issue running wide, and also the bike would pogo a lot. You can't see it on the GoPro because it's got the horizon smoothing thing, or whatever you call it, to where it reduces the vibrations. But I was having issues, and we figured out it was 0 compression in the front forks. Something called the piston band had fallen completely off, and it was at the bottom of the fork tube, so Thermos Man was able to fish that out and replace it for Sunday's races. But for Saturday, yeah, we didn't have any compression at all, which is crazy that I didn't crash. Braking deep, trying to pass Riston there. I was able to make it stick, but you're going to see here in a second, he's going to start coming on the left of me. Yep, back up under me right there. So trying to just stay behind him and try to get the pass somewhere and catch up to Mark in the front. Right here you see Riston enter a little too early, so I know he's going to run wide, which leaves me space here on the inside to make my way up. So I was able to make that stick, and hopefully he doesn't come up under me, so boom, made it stick. Now just putting my head down, focusing on Mark in front of me. Let's see if I can catch him. I see Mark making a few small errors through that back section there, so I was able to catch up to him, and we're just going to try to line it up here. He got a nice drive out, but so did I, and my bike has a little more power than him because he's got an older Gixxer, and boom, able to get the pass, break a little deeper than him on entry, and hopefully I can make it stick till the end of the race. So see how I'm running wide here? This is something I couldn't understand because I wasn't tipping in any later. I wasn't carrying any more speed, and I just couldn't understand. Like, I was braking, but it just wasn't turning in. And some sections I just couldn't prevent it. Some sections I could prevent it by rolling off and understanding that the bike was already doing this. I thought it was my nerves, but it ended up being, like I said, the compression. Had zero compression in the bike. Got a lapper here. Always very sketchy when it comes to passing lappers. You don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to turn in early? Are they going to turn in late? Or are they not going to turn in before I get there? So I was able to make that stick, but it's always just better be safe than sorry and roll off a little bit. So we're on the last lap here. You're going to see a debris flag on the right here. There was some piece of a bike or something on the left. You'll see it briefly there, right there. Not a big deal, but tone it down if you see those flags. But again, someone could take that as an opportunity and get past you. Just kept running wide in certain sections, and over this bump right here was very bumpy. It would pogo my bike, and I couldn't get the right line going downhill. You can't see that on the GoPro because it's got that smoothing factor, the hyper boost or whatever you call it. But here we got another lapper coming up. Hopefully we can get past him easily as well. was able to get the win. So that is my first win in the C class and expert at Barber Motorsports. So it was very special given that I was able to make my way from 7th to 1st in 6 laps. So happy, very happy, and just ultimately want to do more and want to go faster, but very happy with the win. Hope you guys enjoyed.